Hi people, good evening. Well, I hope. Don't ask me what time it is, I don't know. I don't care, I only care about my Father's time. My Father is God. I'm just a helper of God. I'm a child of God and I help God because I think I'm capable to help. Because God did make me capable. That's why He did touch me. So, and that's the whole true story. I like to talk about the dream I just did get. I just wake up and I get a dream. It was a disturbing dream. I was watching from the house I live and I saw four uh, flying objects, jets. They were very fast, but in the air for my eyes they were very slow. And they did show me lots of colors. And I thought, well, I do love colors. So I did say that's beautiful. But the jets I did not recognize. These are strange airplanes. And then three go on and one fall like he fall down on his nose in my backyard and with a bang. And then I hear someone steps out and comes into this house. I told him, who are you and what do you want? And he told me, I come for you. I told him, well, I'm here. Tell me what you want. And yeah, he did say some things I did not even understand. And then he go away and he leave his cell phone behind. It was a very expensive cell phone and it was a cell phone I never saw in my life. It also did have the same colors when he did come down with his airplane. It did have the same colors, many colors. I do love colors. So the soldier, it was some kind of a soldier, he did run away and he did leave his cell phone behind. The cell phone was not recognizable in what normal people do it. So I decided to give it back. So I walk on the street and I ask people if they saw a soldier walking. And they told me, yes, he is in that pub right there. So I did go there and there are a few dogs and I wait because I don't get much with dogs. Yeah. So I wait till the dogs are gone and then I want to go inside and then he come outside. And I told him, you did leave your cell phone behind. I want to give it back to you because it belongs to you. It's a very expensive one and I don't know even how it works. And if I know how it works, I don't care. I don't care where you come from, but I care. What do you want from me? I told him, I'm just a child of God. And then he become crazy, He start to malfunction or something, He become disturbed, sick, crazy. And then I tell him, I'm a child of God. And then he start again and I told him, I'm a child of God. So I want to make him more crazy. But then he stopped to become crazy. He do understand that I'm a child of God. And I told him, don't become crazy if I talk about my Father God. For I am a son of God. And I can do nothing about it. It was God who did touch me. And, well, that's how it is. And I told this to this young soldier boy. And I did give him back his cell phone. And he told me, what is your nickname? I told him, my nickname is Power End. I did choose this name because my power will end soon. And then he started to walk away, and again he forget his cell phone, and I told him, do you not forget something? He come back, and he told me, keep the cell phone, it's yours. I told him, I don't want your shit, take it back. Or I throw it and or I destroy it for your eyes. So then he took it back because he know I don't want his things. He don't have to call me and all these kind of things. Because people, if I say I want to be alone, then I want to be alone. And it doesn't matter who comes from another planet or whatever, folks. If I want to be alone, I will be alone. It's not only in my dreams like that, it is reality like that. That's the way I am. That's the way how God did touch me, and that's the way I need to follow, and I will follow it blindly. So for me it's not a problem to follow my Father God and listen to Him, and only to Him. It doesn't matter who comes out of the air or whatever you will be for me. It doesn't matter, folks. I don't want you. I just want God. So then the boy started to go away with his cell phone with him. And then I go inside the house I'm living in. And then I start to wake up. And that's the end of the dream. I think it was a very disturbing dream because he did start to ask me things. What is my nickname and who am I and all these kind of things. And I told him who and what I am. And he was shocked for his life. And I thought, maybe he's gonna explode or something. You know, he started to do very strange. Like a malfunction or something. And then he ran away and he forget his cell phone. And his cell phone was like the colors of his airplane. This airplane did not land it normally. So I think this was some kind of a UFO thing or something. I don't know. But it did look like an airplane who did come on his nose down with a bang. Not an explosion, a bang. I did hear iron fall in my backyard. And then it opened the door and it comes in. Without asking, can I come in? No. He did come in, he knew I was there. And he started to ask questions. And then he leave his cell phone. And then he go away. And then I find him back and give back his shit, his stuff. What belongs to him, belongs to him. It do not belong to me. So that will say, I even did not watch at it, how it works or what I can do with it. Folks, this is not my thing, and this is not mine. Things what is not mine, I will not even touch. You know? It's high technology I did get in my hands, and I even did not know how it works. And if I know how it works, then it still belongs not to me. So I will give it back. And that's what I did. I'm happy I did found him back, and that I could make all of the dream to an end. Because sometimes this will not work, you know. Sometimes I will wake up in the middle of the dream. and then I don't know the end of it. But now I saw this young soldier. He did look like a soldier, yeah, but in a strange flying object kind of thing. And he did have a very strange cell phone. I did not recognize that there are cell phones with that many colors and that many light and that bright lights. And also the buttons of that thing did give any kind of colored light. It flickered on, it did go on and on. You know, many colors. Everything did light up. So I decided to give it back. It belongs to him, not to me. And then he became crazy because I found him and I started to talk about my Father God. And I told him, what you want. I'm just a child of God and I'm touched by God. And in the beginning, when he did ask my nickname, I did not know my own nickname. So I needed to ask other people who know my nickname, and they did not give it. You know, they did give another name, and I don't know, it was not that name. But then I saw this soldier again, and then I give him my nickname, because I finally get back my nickname. So I did give it to him. I told him that I'm power and that my power will end soon. That I'm just a helper of God. I'm a child of God. And I try to help him in any way. However it will be. But it will be like he like and I like. And I told him this. And he became like flesh in a cooking pan, you know? It was, he started to, I think he gonna explode or something. But I did watch at him and then he became normal again. But anytime when I did say, God is my Father and I am his child, he became crazy. He really started to become crazy. And then he walked away. He did ask me some questions and he walked away. And I told him, hey. And he did look around and I told him, your cell phone, man. It's not mine. It's yours. It belongs to you. He told me, you can keep it. And I told him, no. I don't want your stuff. It's yours. If you don't take it, I will destroy it for your eyes. And then he did come back and took it back. Well, that's the story I just did read. And that's the end of this story in my dream.